Hey Geminis, this is going to be your love reading with the person you are dealing with or the person that is on your mind or just your general love life for the remainder of November. As you guys know, I already shuffle and premeditate ahead of time on the cards, so we're just going to get right into it. We're going to look at their energy, your energy, the mutual situation, how they feel about you, how they think about you, the mutual outcome as of right now. We're going to pull some advice, and then we're going to take a look at what you need to know or what is coming towards you anywhere from now to the near future, and then we're going to pull some oracle cards. I have been skipping my normal introduction, but as you guys know, I am a professional tarot reader. I've been doing tarot for 17 years. I am a full-time tarot reader in my personal life, okay? I know some people like to know about their YouTube reader, the tarot reader's background, so anyway, guys, let's get into it. Okay. Gemini. Your person's energy right now is, we have the Ten of Cups in reverse. Okay, so this person, Gemini, this person is not happy with you right now. Let's take a look. Let's clarify this Ten of Cups in reverse. Last shuffle. Wheel of Fortune upright with the Hermit in reverse. We have Virgo energy here. I would say that, Gemini, it looks like right now your person is experiencing a lot of discontentment with you at the moment. Whether you guys split up or you've been fighting a lot or you're taking a break or maybe you guys are just stuck in some kind of toxic cycle right now. Maybe it's been a while since you guys broke up. It's up to you to know your situation. I can only tell you the general energy, right? And it looks like right now this person is had a lot of time to really sit and consider everything that's happened with you, consider how it's made them feel, consider where you guys are at right now, and you as a whole together are not in a good place. And you guys, because this is a Ten of Cups energy, it's telling me that you guys could have been a family. You guys could have lived together. You guys could have shared your home, your finances. Maybe you share kids or animals, or you just shared a family or a life together of some kind. Even if kids and animals weren't involved, there was some kind of, you guys were supposed to take it to the next level. We're supposed to have it all. And, you know, this Ten of Cups in reverse energy is a loss of that. And this person could be experiencing, sometimes the Ten of Cups in reverse could be loneliness. I don't know if that's the energy that I feel coming off of this card. I do feel like with the Wheel of Fortune upright and the Hermit in reverse, it's kind of like your person is in like some kind of acceptance phase, where they have reviewed, they have felt hard on the situation, whether they messed up, whether you messed up, whether it just didn't work out. They have processed it all. They have almost to the point where they have grieved it all. They have gotten angry about it. They have gotten sad about it. They have been okay with it. Then they have gone into things maybe they could have done differently or been mad at you for not doing things differently. They have looked at everything you guys could have had, what they're not going to have anymore now that they're not with you. They're looking at their losses, so to speak. It's almost like some kind of business transaction where, you know, you're going over the business's finances and you're like, okay, I lost all this. Now what do I do from here? And that's what, like, sort of like the energy that I see your person going through right now. They have really internally, especially with this Hermit in reverse, really internally, introspectively have reviewed this relationship for a very, very long time. Whether when you guys were actively together, they were watching it fall apart behind their eyes, or if you guys have been separated for a long time. I feel like that this person feels that the chapter with you in their life is coming to a finale. So if they've been dealing with this breakup for a long time, if you two have been dealing with each other for a long time, if you guys had a long history together, if you guys had that really serious connection, and for a long time, maybe the breakup or the connection took a very long time to draw out, I feel like that this person is starting to look at like, it is time to put this to rest. I feel like that is how they're currently, that is what they are experiencing in their energy at this moment. Now, that doesn't mean it's going to stay like that, but during this time, that is what your person's dealing with. You, Gemini, you have the Four of Pentacles. You're holding back or you're holding on to something. Now, because this is your love read, I'm going to say this has to do with love, but let's take a look. Three shuffles. No, I gotta do four. It's time for four. You see the smoke everywhere? A lot of times when the smoke goes everywhere, I feel like that's because there is an astounding amount of negative energy that needs to be cleared out, you know, because sometimes you have a little smoke and then sometimes you just have, you can see it probably on camera. It's just clouding. And it's been doing that the whole time I was meditating on your reading. The whole time before I started recording. I mean, the smoke just keeps coming. And I feel like there's a lot of negative things in your closet, in your mind, in your heart, in your life that you need to be clearing out, that really needs a good cleanse. So we have the Queen of Wands in reverse, which is fire energy. We have Aries, Leo, Sagittarius with the Eight of Wands in reverse. So I feel like you are holding back, Gemini. The Eight of Wands in reverse can sometimes mean blocked communication, no speaking, no movement, but it can also be the sign of jealousy. And I'm going to go with jealousy. Why is that? Because the Queen of Wands in reverse is also jealousy. So we have two cards here signifying jealousy. I feel like you are not really letting this person go. You might be holding on to them maybe for the wrong reasons. You know, maybe at one point you really did love them or you really did care about them. Or maybe you realize maybe they're really not the person you wanted to be with. But for some reason, because you had this connection with them, because you had this bond with them, it's almost like, okay, you might be okay without them. You might be okay seeing what else is out there. But there's something about not wanting them to be able to do the same. There's something, and you got to be honest with yourself, Gemini. There's something here about, like, you just do not want to see them move on and become happy and have something else. There's a little bit of a jealousy because you might be worried. You know, this breakup, this relationship might have really hurt you. It might have been hard on the both of you. It doesn't look like it was exactly easy on them either, even if they didn't show that, because they do have the Hermit energy here, which means a lot of stuff was internal. It was not external. So you might be at this point where you're ready to be single. You're ready to go out there and meet someone who checks all the boxes off your list. But there's this, well, what if you don't get it? And what if they do? And you can't watch them have that. And you're going to need to be honest with yourself. There's a little bit of a jealousy here. Maybe you see them handling this better now. Maybe you feel like you're not as important to them. Maybe you think that they're totally okay with you, without you. And that's making you struggle a little bit because you're over here like, well, I'm not okay. I'm dealing with this. I'm dealing with that. I have these emotions. You know, they might, with the Queen of Wands in reverse, it's also very possible that the person you were with has either become more attractive since you guys have split up, or is a very attractive person, or they are just, a lot of people are attracted to them. Maybe they get a lot of attention and you're over here like, I don't even see what people see in them. Like, it could be, you know, there's this, and you might be holding back from expressing that honestly to people, which is fine. That's not something people want to express with. But also at the same time, you also might be holding back from telling this person like that you really still care about them, that maybe you are experiencing jealousy. and you've never expressed that to them. So instead of expressing you were jealous, maybe you had a fight with them, or you were an asshole or a bitch, or maybe because you're not expressing true authentic feelings, because maybe you don't even know what these feelings are. Like maybe you're kind of struggling because you're like angry or hurt, you don't want nothing to do with them one day, and then one day you do, and then one day you're fine without them. So you're having a hard time figuring out like what you actually feel, so you're just kind of holding it all in. And it looks like you might be holding back from communicating with this person and telling them like, hey, like the truth is I do still care about you, and I don't really want to lose you or see you move on. This isn't easy for me, you know. It might help you accept the ending more. It might be like the closure you need. For all you know, it could actually reunite you two and put you guys on a path that you want to be on. Now, the mutual situation that you guys are going to be experiencing now this is mutual, it's you, it's them, it's both of you. We have the Three of Wands here. So I do see plans being, somebody here could be waiting. I feel like both of you could be waiting on like what's going to happen next. Who's going to reach out to who's going to speak to who, what's going to come of that, who's going to make the next move, who's going to be the first to move on, who's going to be the first one to get a new relationship or to walk down the aisle with someone else. Like it's a very like, but it also at the same time, it seems like mutually there's an energy here where you're both trying to, at the same time, it's like both of you guys have one foot in and one foot out. It's like at one point it's like you guys are both almost wondering what's gonna happen with you two, but at the same time you both are in this stage where you're like, it's time to start looking at different options. It's time to start looking at different people. It's time to start looking at different futures and seeing where that can take me. 2 more shuffles, please. Oh, 1 more. Six of Pentacles in reverse with the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. So we do have Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo energy here, Earth energy. So we have 2 queens on the board right next to each other. I don't usually like that because sometimes I feel like that could mean other people that are in your relationship or other people that have had an influence on the reason why your connection is the way it is with this person is because there's other people in your relationship that have had a strong influence. Like if you were to have taken other people out of the equation, you and this person could be actually on a way different track with each other, in a way different place, whether that be worse or better, but I don't see it ever being worse. And that's unique because the 10 of Cups in reverse, what your person is experiencing, a lot of times too, that's when other people have meddled into your relationship. That is when other friends or family, there's a chaotic connection here. There's something here where other people are affecting the connection between you and this person. And with the 10 of Cups in reverse meaning exactly that, and then we have 2 queens right next to it, there's a strong indication, Gemini, that you and this person might be on the terms that you're on, because whether you're aware of it or not, whether it's on their side, your side, or both sides, there is something here between family members and friends and outside people having something to do with your relationship. And it is causing a drift between you two. And that will continue throughout the month of November. I have a feeling if that's what's happening here, then that's been the case for quite some time. This isn't new. How they feel about you. So we have the Judgment card. This, for feelings, again, I would have to say, Gemini, goes back to acceptance. It's kind of like what is done is done. A lot of times, judgment, when somebody feels judgment for someone and they are not together, it is almost like this person is ready to start looking at new options. Just like that mutual energy I got. Just like, if you're feeling a little jealous, I feel like that this person is trying to be like, what is done is done. You made your choice. We made our choice. This has happened. And I'm going to start looking like, this is almost like accepting, like, okay, you're not the one. If this is about wanting an ex back or in reconciliation, though, judgment sometimes can be a card. Well, if it is meant to be, it is meant to be. And I don't really like saying that because I feel like free will has a lot to do with everybody's lives and how it turns out. I do believe that faith and things put us on a path, but we can totally take ourselves off that path. We can rewrite that path. We can change that path. Our feelings and our emotions can alter things. And I feel like a judgment is like, if they're feeling judgment, then they are feeling like, if you two are meant to be, then you almost will find a way to fix it, or something divine will happen that will bring you two together. And if you're not meant to be, then this person is at an acceptance stage where they are going to pursue new things. We have the Two of Wands upright with the Seven of Swords in reverse. Yeah, choices, okay? And they might not be telling you. They might be hiding their choices from people, from you. They might be kind of being sneaky. It's even possible that this person, people know that they're dating around, maybe one or two, but people don't know what they really feel inside. People don't really know how this person's operating, what this person's thinking. I mean, for all you know, if you were to see your person start dating around, on the outside it might look great. But on the inside, this person might be actually internally struggling and hiding it from everyone. They might not be legit in their feelings towards new people right now. I feel like with the Two of Wands, that is a energy of like, this person is doing what they're doing because they feel like they have no other good options. So they are just making the best of it. Seven of Swords in reverse, that sneaky energy. It's like this person just might be looking like everything's all great and dandy, but it really is just like, well, this person is really just trying to do the best with what options they have. And neither of their options or any of their options are their favorite option. None of them are what they would choose for themselves. But these are what's presented to this person, so they're trying to make it work. And people might not know that. People might think that this person is generally, like, wanting to be on this path. Generally wanting to be where they are, you know. Since you two have split. How they think about you and your connection. You have Three of Pentacles here. They did think that you guys were a great team together. They did think that you guys would have been good together, that you guys did good together, that you guys could have been a power couple, that you guys shared the same ideas, maybe values, maybe goals. You guys wanted to live the same, or you guys like the same stuff. You guys might have helped each other grow. Yeah, clarified by the Emperor in reverse and the Lovers. We have Aries energy. We have Gemini energy here. But again, given the fact that they do think that you guys might have made a good team, the situation just got out of control here. And it was out of their control. It was out of, that's how they're thinking. That's how they're perceiving this connection. Like, regardless of what happened or what you perceive, this is how they're perceiving your connection with them. That things got out. They had no control what you chose. You chose something, or you did something, or maybe it wasn't you at all. Maybe it was just other people meddling in your relationship. Maybe it was other people who got involved. Maybe it was things outside both of your control. But there was choices that were made that this person feels like they had no control over. They had... whatever happened in your relationship, this person, it feels like the inevitable was out of their hands. Like, they feel like now whether they did the best they could do is an opinion that's up to, I don't know, but in their mind, how they feel is that whatever has happened, and it's out of their hands. Like, whether they're putting the blame on you, whether they know it had, whatever has happened. the mutual outcome between you two, and again, feelings and those things that could change. It really looks like for the month of November, your person really is in some kind of acceptance stage, and you're having a hard time with that. You're having a hard time really letting this person go. You're having a hard time expressing your true feelings. You're having a hard time being honest with yourself. You're holding back a lot. The mutual outcome between you two right now is the Hangman. So I don't see really any forward movement or anyone really changing or doing anything in the month of November. Yeah, Four of Pentacles in reverse with the Ten of Wands upright. Nothing's happening here because you might know you need to let this go, or you might know you need to open up. You might know you need to say some things, but you can't, and you're not, because it's really stressful. Or again, this is mutual, so maybe, I mean, I say it's you because you did have the Four of Pentacles upright, but maybe that's exactly what it is. Maybe they are letting go, so nothing's happening with you two. Because they're just letting everything be out of their control. They are not taking any control over this at all. They are not doing anything about it. They are not trying. They are not putting effort into it. They're not trying to sabotage it. They are not doing anything. They are walking away from it. They are leaving it as it is. If, again, they have the judgment, they have these thoughts, they're looking at it like, I'm not going to do anything. Whatever happens, happens. If it's meant to be, it's meant to be. This person is completely taking a backseat on your relationship. They are not going to be doing any effort. They are not going to be putting anything in. But if something were to change, I think that this person would allow it to change. They're just not going to be the ones to do it at this moment. And that is causing you a lot of stress. Because while you have the Four of Pentacles upright, they have the Four of Pentacles in reverse. And this is causing a lot of tension. And it's also causing a lot of standstill. Because while you're holding back and holding things in and not letting go, and they are letting go and not doing anything, it is causing this Hangman energy of like, something needs to happen. I know something needs to happen. I know I'm running out of time. Something, if I don't do something, the universe is going to do it for me. I'm going to have no control over this. I'm not going to have. And while they're relinquishing the control to the universe, you are telling yourself, I have to have some kind of say in my destiny. I have to have some kind of say in my faith, my path, my relationships, my love. I have to take control. I don't want someone to choose it for me, which is a bold, brave move. It's smart too. I do believe that we are, like I said, I'm a firm believer, and you should not just allow things to unfold all the time. I do think we need to take some action in our own life. I know a lot of people just sit in their house every day wondering when their true love is going to come knocking on their door. We have to take initiative in our lives, okay? And that's when we see what faith and everything is actually putting in our path. But if we don't start walking that path, then we don't see what faith is going to put on that path for us. And free will has everything to do with taking some kind of control, okay? Your best advice for this situation in your love life is, we have Leo energy here. We have the sun. I do think that is to try and look on the bright side. I do think that is try to see the bigger picture. I do think that is the time when you're feeling hopeless and you want to feel like this connection's hopeless or your love life is hopeless right now. I do think it is saying like all gray clouds go away. But if you stay in that mindset where it's raining every day, or you're kind of negative, or maybe you care about this person but you hate them at the same time, and you're holding on to that, all that negativity, you know? What if you're holding on to all the bad of what could go wrong instead of what could go right? And I think your advice is like, it's time to start thinking about what could go right. Not just for you and this person, but for you in general, for your life, for everything, for whatever you want to do. And if it's this person, then think how it could go right with this person. You know, manifest reconciliation, manifest being with them, manifest them missing you and loving you, and you being the best you could be to them, and them being the best they could be to you, and you guys never hurting each other again. And, you know, imagine, you know, that reconciliation moment. Yeah, clarified by the Nine of Swords in reverse and the Three of Cups in reverse. So the Eight of Swords is something like where you're all paranoid in your head, and you don't really have a good reason to. But Nine of Swords is a manifestation of that. Nine of Swords is saying, like, you might have a reason to actually feel like shit is hitting the fan because shit's actually hitting the fan. And your advice here, I totally got a manifestation advice off this card. And why is that? Because, and it's so funny, because before I pulled the clarifying cards, I was talking about manifesting reconciliation. Because your advice is that, meaning if that is your advice, that is not what you are doing. You are doing the complete opposite, because Three of Cups in reverse, Three of Cups upright is a reconciliation. Three of Cups in reverse, not so much. Nine of Swords, you're actually bringing your fears to light. You're actually manifesting that. You're actually thinking the worst so much that you're creating behaviors, or you're doing things that are actually creating this, like actually manifesting this for real in your life. It's actually altering the way people feel about you, think about you, react towards you. And your advice is to do exactly what I told you, because otherwise you will be manifesting what you fear the most. And that could be really to never see or hear from this person again, or to never reconcile, or to never really get over the pain or trauma that it caused you. You could be experiencing a lot of insomnia over the next couple weeks, in a couple months, Gemini. It looks like you could have a lot of sleepless nights, a lot of restlessness, a lot of energy like that. Also, I know this isn't an astrology channel, but I do astrology, and I do want to give a heads up to every zodiac sign about the transit of Venus going into Capricorn. That is going to affect everybody's love life, and it does happen over the course of the next 5 months from now until March 2022. And you will, especially when Venus goes retrograde in the sign of Capricorn, you will be experiencing a lot of restlessness, a lot of yearning for a deeper connection. You're going to really miss that deep, so it's very positive. It's very important at this time to manifest the good things, okay? And a lot of people manifest wrong. They just manifest by wishing and praying something will happen. Manifest happens when you're actually envisioning it happening, when you're actually dreaming about it, you're picturing it. It's not, I hope I win the lottery. It's, oh man, I'm envisioning me spending all that money and me doing that. Look up manifestation techniques. What you need to know, or what is coming towards you anywhere from now to the next 3 months. This could be a warning, a blessing, and it could happen in 2 days after this reading, 2 weeks, 2 months, the whole 3 months. You got the Two of Swords, Gemini. So you are going to be in a tough spot. You could have a choice between, well, I should say in love life, you could have a choice between a lot of suitors with this Two of Swords. And that might sound awesome at first. You might have options. There might be a lot of attractive people around you that want you, which is, I could see that happening for Gemini. Geminis are flirts. A lot of people love Geminis. It looks like it might be all good and gravy, except for the fact that, like I said, with that astrology transit, makes perfect sense why your future would be the Two of Swords, because you could have all these amazing people around you, but there's going to feel like something's missing. You're going to be longing for that deep connection. You're going to be looking for more, for a deeper bond with someone. This Two of Swords is telling me that while you might have all these options, you might not have any option that you really want. Last shuffle, please. We're clarifying. Wow, Seven of Pentacles. Again, sevens are options, choices, right? With the Tower in reverse, we have Sagittarius energy here, Earth energy, and air energy. Okay. So I'd say we have a lot of energy on the board, less water than anything else, but as far as all the other energy, it's pretty there. A lot of fire energy. A lot of fire energy. A lot of earth energy, too. Fire and earth are definitely there. The reason why you're going to feel like you can't make a choice is because you're going to be too afraid of making the wrong choice. You are going to be too afraid. You are going to want to avoid destruction at all costs. Maybe you've gone through just enough bullshit in your love life. And you're going to be in this position where you're mingling, you're flirting, you're talking, and maybe you're going to have options. You're going to be attractive. You're going to be attracted to others. They're going to be attracted to you. But that whole missing, that longing, because of that, you are going to be put into a position where you feel like, because no one is going to stand out of all your options, no one is going to stand out strong enough, good enough for you to feel like, okay, I can choose this person. And you're going to feel conflicted. You're going to be going through this time where you're going to be so afraid to narrow down your options because you're going to be afraid of making the wrong choice. You're going to be afraid that if you walk away from this connection to pursue other connections, what if this is the right connection? What if you should be waiting or working on this connection? Or maybe you should be single for a while. So when you get in this option, when you get into this love mix, and with Venus and Capricorn, this is you're going to have options, Gemini. And you're going to be like, oh my goodness, but none of these options are a good option. I feel like that's exactly what your person is going through now. That will be what you will be experiencing in the next couple months. But you are very worried about making the wrong choice. You are very worried that making the wrong choice might blow up something even bigger for you. Like, you're afraid that a wrong choice won't just affect you in the moment, but that it will really destruct things for you. It will make things much worse. If you wanted this person back, you choosing the wrong choice will make it very harder for you to get this person back. If you choose the wrong choice, you might blow off all your other good choices, and you now will no longer have an option with those other people. So you're going to be very conflicted. You're going to be going through that kind of energy. I would say, just, again, use that advice, that sun card. Try to not think of the worst and try to think of the best. Try to manifest the best. But I'd say for your future love life, to have all these options is better than other people and other zodiacs who have no options. So there's that. We are going to pull some cards from the Oracle deck. Now, the Wisdom deck, I've been incorporating these into my personal readings with my clients, and they seem to really like it. So I was like, okay, you know what? I should just bring it to YouTube for you guys. I don't even know what to title this video. I hate picking titles for YouTube. I'm not good at that. Wow, okay, wow. If this doesn't hit the nail on the head what you're reading. Your top card that you pulled out is Beauty. And the bottom of the deck of the overall energy of your message is Lust. Lust and beauty, Gemini. This is saying that, one, beauty, it is in the eye of the beholder, okay? And I've always loved that saying, and that is so true. You might be very hooked on choices and decisions and what is wrong and what is right because of what is beautiful or considered beautiful to other people and not you. You might be worried too much about what other people think of you and your relationships and who you choose. You might be putting way too much weight into the beauty of others. You might be leaving people you have a soul connection with because somebody else appears to look better. That might be why your decisions in love have led you up to right now. Maybe that's why you've always operated that way, or maybe that's what you're struggling with right now. You know, your eyes and your heart are not syncing up here. Your mind is telling you, well, this is what's considered beautiful, so I can't do that. You know, or I can't be like that, or I can't go back to that, or I can't pursue that because that's not beautiful in the eyes of the world. That would be frowned upon. But beauty is the eye of the beholder. Beauty is what makes you happy, is what makes your soul alive. Lust. Again, this Venus and Capricorn energy, choices, things you are going to happen. Lust is a warning from the universe. When you get this card of lust, it is a card that says, be very careful that you are not confusing your feelings of love and obsession. Lust turns into obsession. Make sure that you are not becoming obsessive with someone. Make sure you are not becoming obsessive with your views on love or how people do things or how you do things. Make sure you're not becoming so obsessed in having so many options that you do not choose one, or that you do not focus, or that you take on a new bachelor life, which might be fun in a moment, but in the long term might cause you despair and loneliness. Make sure you're not becoming obsessed with an ex or obsessed with sexual relationships with others. And I know some of you might find that funny, but like, if you're a Gemini who's out there having fun and you're sleeping around and you're mingling a lot, you might become so addicted to that lifestyle that, you know, it just might not bring you happiness, is all I'm saying. It might not bring you the beauty that you're actually desiring in your life. The love, the beauty, the memories. Be very careful. Lust is, don't confuse lust with love. If you are starting to date around and you're very sexually attracted to a lot of people over the next 5 months, don't let beauty confuse you. Okay, beauty is in the eye of the beholder. Just because this person looks like they belong on a magazine cover, or just because this person has the ideal job, don't confuse lust with love. Beauty is in the eye of the beholder. Remember that. What is beautiful is different in everybody's eyes. All right, guys. That is what I have for you guys today, and I will see you guys next time. Ciao.